Hey, Miss Sherry, how are you, hon? Keyboard. How is everyone? I didn't do live yesterday, of course. It was my daughter's 22nd birthday. Oh, I remember those days like it was yesterday. Oh, to be young, to be young. I sent the link to Penny. She might be running just a tad bit. So we left off in, we were going to yesterday, and I was supposed to do a video, but I am working on my Maze digital collection, and it is pretty lengthy. So it's pretty much kicking me. It is. My daughter has rampaged my craft room. She has basically left me with no buttons. That, hey, Miss Carrie, how are you, hon? How are your buttons? I got a message. Penny. Let's see, where's my mouse? The wrong link. Oh. I'm telling you, if my head was not attached to my body, I am just like, right now I'm stressing for time. Okay. That's a lot that I got to do. Not good. My dad fell again yesterday. What the heck? Oh no. I am so sorry, hon. I know you have your hands full. Lourdes has her mom also in the hospital. My son called me upset the other day, had me upset. I slept like maybe an hour. So, you know, when our kids need us, we have to do it. Especially, he never bothers me about anything. So it's like, okay, Mom, he came and cried on my shoulder. So.
Crazy today.
Okay, so where we left off, and we were
Can you
supposed to
hear me?
day 17. Today is now day 18. Oh, set. Oh, now I forget. One of these days I'll remember. I'm just not used to this. Okay. Can you hear me, Miss Penny?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me click on. Hold on. Okay, can you hear me now, Miss Penny?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I forget all the time. I'm used to not putting these darn things on.
How's your son today?
So I invited him over to dinner. I really hope he didn't, get back with his girlfriend. I don't think she's the best fit for him. And I don't know if he's gone back with her because I told him to come to dinner and he was like, I'm going to make a steak. I think this pop-out came out really cute. So it's like, okay. But he cried. Oh my God, did he cry? It broke my little heart to see him cry, and to him that, he blames
His heart
himself.
was broke.
His heart was very broken because, he goes out of his way for her. Whatever she wants, he gets. And he's just not sensitive enough, is what she said. And I'm like, whatever. What do you want? Can't have everything. Oh no. Anyway, Miss Carrie, I'm sorry to hear about your dad. I hope he gets, better. I know you have a lot on your plate. I know you do. It's not easy when your parents get sick. I can tell you that much. And I know that. Hey, Clint, how are you, hon?
Hey, Clint, Sherry, and Carrie.
Sherry and Carrie. Hey, that rhymes. Sherry and Carrie. It's not easy when your parents are, take care. They always say that caregivers they take the biggest blunt of it all, and it's more stressful for caregivers, and they end up most of the time, most caregivers, because they take the blunt of all the stress. um Oftentimes, especially when the caregiver's older, taking care of one of their significant others, or their significant other. Not to say that this is the case for Carrie, but normally, because of the stress, it leads to them getting sick. And I know that a couple years ago, you guys don't probably remember her. She didn't do YouTube videos or anything like that, but she was very talented when it came to crafting. Judy Dominguez, she was her husband's caregiver. And he was in a wheelchair. He was very sick. He had had a stroke, and she was his caregiver. I mean, that lady was an amazing crafter. And she was like, I want to say 80 years old. And when I say amazing, she was by far an amazing crafter. And I had the privilege of meeting her because she lived in Austin, close by. And we would gather once a week to craft and stuff like that. And sweet, sweet lady. But she ended up dying before he did because she had a heart attack. The stress of taking
Wow.
care. Yeah. The stress of taking care of him, because he was in a wheelchair and he was a big guy, and she was, little petite, but she was always going. Anyway, so just take care of you, Miss Carrie. I know we always want to be there for our parents, and it's important that we also take care of ourselves. Hey, Miss Joyce. Hello, I
Hey,
got home from
Joyce.
watching Michael Jackson movie. I enjoyed it. Did you really? Was it really good? Hey, Miss Debbie.
Hey, Debbie.
So today we're just going to, I know we're going to have to reschedule our little fiasco with the Big Shot, because I do need to go through Big Shot punches, punching out, cutting. I have a lot of scraps, and I think maybe we'll do that towards the end of all this, while we get together and we can just, nonchalant cut, punch, whatever. Um,
Did you
because
find your plates?
I did not. I had to order some plates. So I'm waiting. It should be here May 10th, which is perfect time. May 10th is Mother's Day next week. It'll give me enough time to hurry up doing what I need to do with these folios. And then I've been working
It's
nonstop.
Kimball's
So
birthday.
what's that?
It's Kimball's birthday.
Today?
May 10th.
Today or Mother's Day?
Mother's Day.
Aw. Aw. My oldest brother was born on Mother's Day. So my mom had him right on Mother's Day. Of 19, I don't know, he's like five, no, he's, how old is Junior? I was born in 71, and I think he's like 5 or 6 years older than me, so he's 60 something, whenever Mother's Day was back in the 60s. I don't know. Oh, so he was born, okay, so he was born just before civil rights took place. So yeah, anywho, we'll have this ready, and then we can just, punch whatever's left. And I'm working on the new collection. It is going to be a junk journal. Yeah, vintage junk journal type. So I'm super excited, but it is taking a lot of me because it's a lot of pieces. So not going to be your pretty and pink and your pastels. Yeah, it's going to be more vintagey. So today we're going to look at labels, tags, and buttons that we left off yesterday. And of course, this collection has tons of that. And if you're gifting this to somebody, this is a perfect time to cut and glue down. My mom, Heavenly's birthday was May 8th. Aww. It is so hard. I know that right now, Lourdes, Nena, her mom, she went back into the hospital, and I want to say it was something with her heart. Don't quote me on it because, guys, I know how my head is. But yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
But you know how that is, Miss Penny, because you took care of your mom too. It's
Mm-hmm.
stressful. We
Mm-hmm.
love our parents.
It
We want the best
absolutely
for
takes
them,
the
just like they wanted the best.
it drove me insane.
I know, me too. Like I didn't have a life
And
because I was constantly going to doctor's
right,
appointments and hospitals with my mom.
right. And I just asked them to come and take her out to eat one day. Just take her and do something with her. Give me a break.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the worst part when you have siblings that they don't pull their share of things and then they want to take the credit for what they did not do. So
Right.
I can totally um get that because that was my biggest frustration is um with my mom. um I was the only girl, of course, and unfortunately my brothers, they got married, left the house, and it was all left to me. All right. So we're going to do buttons as well. We could do buttons, we could do brads. Carla helped herself to my pink buttons. I know, it's like, okay, child, at some point you need to gather. So I had to go through and figure from these old ones that I had from someone I bought out and stamping up on Marketplace. She was so mad her birthday and Mother's Day fell on the same day. Oh, she got shortchanged.
Oh, well, Mother's Day's May 10th, though.
No, well, this year, but I think what she's trying to say is this one's a
Oh,
cute corner.
oh,
I think what she's trying to say is that she got a little bit shortchanged because Mother's Day and um, her her birthday, Miss Debbie's mom's birthday, fell on the same day. It's like the people who are born on Christmas Day. It's no different. It's like you get gypped off. I got gypped off
May
because I
Hobby
was born in
Lobby has their
December.
paper on sale this week. What base colors should I buy for the new collection?
Okay, new collection. Um, I think
Craft.
ooh, I would do craft. Yeah, craft or black. Um, because it's going to be vintagey. hmm Yeah, but
What about cream?
you can do some green cream. You can do some cream as well. I personally, if you don't want to go really, really deep, yeah, I would go cream. Um, I would do that. hmm Um, but it is vintagey, and it's really kicking my butt. Not because
Debbie, she don't
it's
do it
just
till the first.
yeah, it's not. You're not going to be able to see it till the first. The cardstock, and honestly, you can. It has a lot of burgundies, pinks, and greens in there. It's going to be very vintagey. I'm calling it a whispers in May. But you can get away with black, beige, craft. I mean, even white. You can really honestly get away with
Mm,
even white.
yeah, because you
You
can
really
grunge
can.
white up
You
with the
can,
ink.
yes. Yeah, and if you have white, there's no need for you to go out and
Buy
buy
extra.
anything. Yeah, I would stick with what you have versus going out and buying what you don't. That's what I would say. All right, I'm going through my buttons, and I always tie them up on days that I don't have anything else to do. Um, I tie them up with little threads, makes it easy. I'm just going in, picking out some that might match this collection. Not that I'm going to use all these buttons, but yeah.
I was going through my Alex and Brad's last night.
Were you? Oh, so you were reading my mind that I was planning on buttons and brads for this
Yeah, I didn't
tonight,
know
huh?
you was going to do it. Honest, did I?
I know you were reading my mind because I was like, okay, what are we? How I cut my lip and I'm like, oh, that hurts. I was like, this morning I was like, okay, let me go through the checklist. Which ones what we have not done? Because I have a needle. That's not good. I have a list and I have to go through and scratch off the ones we have and ones we haven't done. So yeah.
George said you could distress on the white.
Uh-huh. Hmm. Yeah, and Tim Holtz espresso or the coffee looks it could literally turn something white into something grungy for real
Fried
for real.
burlap. Fried burlap's good too.
See, you can turn something white into something that's old. So it doesn't have to be. You don't have to be afraid. I did. I know this is one that we left off, and I need to do the tutorial on this finally and give you guys. And I might do that now. But remember, we left off on this one.
I don't even remember that.
Well, that was back when I was in the apartment and we were about to move, and I had come up with this one, and we left off on it, and we never got to it because I had to pack up.
Oh,
It's been almost 2 years.
no wonder I can't remember.
Well, you have a really good memory, though.
I know. It'll come
It's
back
like
to me if I keep looking at
it'll
it.
hit it'll hit you. Oh, that's right. I know. I kept telling Eric. I said I need to drink some rosemary tea because they say rosemary tea is very good for your mind, your head. When you're forgetting.
I work
Because
crossword puzzles.
do you to work stimulate your brain?
Mine. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I need to start doing that because I have been a little bit. I just have a lot going on. If you guys didn't know, we're opening a. We have some. We have a big project coming in, and yeah. So that aside with everything else, so yeah, we're going to put this one here, timeless, because everything in life is timeless.
One got me today out of the mouth of a, and it started with a S and ended
An
in
S.
S, saint. I'm thinking that's what it is. Out of the mouth of a saint.
The mouth of a saint.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would look cute right there. And what I can do is wrap a piece of seam binding, and we're going to attach that to the back of that. I twisted my neck somehow or another. My neck is hurting me.
It's been hurting you ever since you took that nap. I mean, laid on the couch with her.
It's no, well, no, that kink got over. I got over that kink, and now I got a kink, like on my other side of the neck, and so I don't know what I did with it, but I need to get that kink out.
Debbie says, Penny, you remember a lot of stuff about me.
She has a very good memory. She doesn't forget anything, right, Miss Penny?
Right?
She really does have a good memory. You know who had a very, very good memory? I bless her mind. My grandmother. Oh my God. She had a photogenic memory. She
Mm-hmm.
can see something, hear, and even hear something. Hear, see, and she didn't know how to read, but she
Mm-hmm.
had a memory like no other. I wish I had that kind of.
Wow.
She can hear someone read the Bible to her because she didn't know how to read, and
Mm-hmm.
she memorized the verse. She was really
That's
good at
wonderful.
memorizing the verse.
That's
Yeah,
a gift.
it is a gift because she didn't know how to read. All right, we're going to go ahead and attach this to the back. And we're going to go and do...
My daddy couldn't read, but I tell you what, he could read the Bible.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He was a preacher.
Wow, that's amazing. It was instilled in him. It was already like something within him.
Mm-hmm.
My grandmother, she couldn't read, but if someone sat down and read the Bible to her, she memorized that Bible verse. She blamed me for things I don't do. Oh, let's try the new glue, shall we? Let's try the new glue. Did anybody else get this glue? I know Miss Joyce had it.
I didn't even go to the glues. I wasn't thinking.
Guys,
I got out of Hobby Lobby for less than $20.
Are you serious? I'm jealous.
I'm
sure Eric was probably looking at the bank and looking like, what the heck did she buy for $100?
Another trimmer. I thought that was funny that Carrie said, May, where's your pink trimmer at?
I have it. I have to go to the
back there with the other trimmers.
And I do, and I will use it, and I have used it. I cut Nani's business cards out of it yesterday.
Okay.
But it's just certain things that I can't really, like if I'm going to measure something, or chipboard. I had originally gotten it for the chipboard when I'm sitting at my desk. Oh, this thing is not easy to pump out. I think I'm going to try the, what is that bottle?
The cookie bottle.
Yeah.
Icing Sugar Bell.
Sugar Bell. I had an extra one. I don't know where it went. All right, I can't get it out. Never mind. I'm not sweating this. It's taking too long. Taking too long. We're not trying.
It's thick, ain't it? I said it's thick.
Almost made a boo-boo. Very. Very, very.
I don't measure, use patterns, etc. I just do it. Clint says.
Who said that?
Clint.
Well, sometimes I'm a very stickler about measurements, Clint. I like precision. And I think it's something about my brain. If I see it wonky, it will mess me. It's just like a dust. If I see dust, I might walk away, but I come back and yesterday I was proud of myself. I got up, I did the bathrooms. So I was very proud of myself. I was very active.
Well.
And then on top of that,
with no sleep, that's pretty good.
I know I had slept an hour.
You worry about your youngins. I don't care how old they get.
I know. It can be 100 years old. As long as I'm living, I'm going to be worried about them.
I bet you $1 she's gone back to him.
I hope not. He's kind of him not wanting to come to dinner tonight. He didn't come to dinner for Nani's birthday dinner yesterday. My guess is he's probably gone back to her with that last time that she broke up with him. So,
well, I mean, she's just gonna keep doing it to him, just like Jonathan.
Yeah, until, you know what? It's because whenever she wants something and she doesn't get what she wants, she's gonna do that. I don't use patterns. I'm sure she convinces him to go to these things. He's my son is 24 years old, but he has the heart of an old person. He has the mind of an old person. So he goes to bed early, he wakes up early. He goes to work, he goes to school. His mind is set like someone who's old. He doesn't like to spend money. He's very frugal unless it's very, very necessary. So she's a spender and he's not. So that's where they clash.
Did Nani want to go jump her hind end for breaking his heart?
Yeah, she was pretty ready to. She was ready to give him 1-2-1-2, or give her, not him, give her 1-2-1-2,
I figured she would.
defending her big brother.
Right. Yeah.
But honestly, he's the one that has to
Make
make
that
decisions.
decision.
Hmm?
Yeah.
He needs to be the one that makes the decision. All right, we're gonna use that button for part of a closure.
Did
How's
everyone have a nice weekend?
Yeah, did you guys have a good weekend?
Has everyone clicked the like button?
And guys, I'm still trying to decide on whether or not we're going to do videos to keep, especially when it's classes. And I know I'm going to start to get more organized. I am. I promise you guys, I'm going to start to get more organized. Just bear with me. I'm thinking of doing things on, coffee. Or not coffee. I know we can do Facebook Lives, and I might do that. I don't know what you guys think. Coffee, the only thing that really upsets me is that I'm limited on what I can post. Like when I do a post, it's very limited as to what I can post there. And that really annoys me.
Hi, girl. See you soon. Who's leaving?
Who's leaving? Mine was yucky. We had storms last night. Oh no. Bye,
Oh,
Miss Debbie.
Debbie's leaving. Bye, Debbie.
Bye, hon. Hope you have a good evening. And let's see, we did cut a label the other day that I happen to have around here. And we cut this. I don't know if we can fit this here. No. Trying to see what we have. I'm trying to work with what we have. Ooh, we have this one envelope that we can do.
Sherry said we had storms all weekend too. Rain galore today.
It's been ugly here. Like you can't imagine how ugly it's been here. It's gloomy. It's one of those, when it's gloomy like that, it depresses me to the point
There's
where
a tornado warning in North Texas tonight.
really, I didn't even know that. And I should know that, but I don't know that because I don't keep up with the news. I don't. Any updates on the 4 bodies that they found of the kids? I'm thinking of doing this, and I know this is part of the pocket that we have here, but I'm thinking, if my mind serves me, well, it's not part of the pocket, but it's part of the journaling card. I'm thinking I could probably fold it and use a little, if I had 2 of them. Ew. See how the mind works? If I had 2, I could have done a little flip. Oh, that would have been cute. I can also put it back here like so. Do I want to cut two? That's a good question. Put on here, maybe here. Sorry, guys, I'm having a little bit of a thinking. Here. And then put the button here. And it makes like the button is it's cute. I do like that pocket there, so I might stick that there. And then what I can do bring this under here, like so. From here. Even though the button is not really functional, put the button here. It's not really a functional button, but it's kind of making it look like it's a functional button and that the ribbon is coming out, but the ribbon actually is going to be tied over here, if that makes any sense. That makes sense? So what I just did is I kind of tucked in the ribbon underneath there with that little flap. So let's do that. I like that idea. When in doubt, just do it. You know, it's always paper. It's just paper. That's all it is. All right. Let's remove some of this. It's just paper. Oh. We have storms all weekend too, rain galore today. That must be like all over the U.S. because let me tell you, I'm over this rain. I'm gonna cut some of this seam binding here, just semi. Like that. Okay.
I'll take the rain over 100-degree weather any day.
Really?
Not me.
I
don't like the rain. It makes me hurt.
Yeah, I don't like the rain either. Oh, I thought that was you that said that. I was like, yeah, no. Rain makes me hurt too.
Sherry said that. I'm sorry.
Rain, it does. If it's too much rain, it depresses me. It's just like there's nothing pretty about it. Okay, so we tucked it underneath this one. There's nothing pretty about it. Nada. Nada shibata.
Heat kills me, makes me sick, she said. I can see that, Jim.
Oh, the heat. Oh, probably especially if you have asthma, heat's not good. Can you imagine back in the day when there was no ACs or fan?
I
How did
know.
how did they survive?
Down in southern Alabama and southern Georgia, I don't know how they did it.
Especially like a lot of the old houses,
Right.
they didn't have any AC built in. There was no such thing as AC back in the day, just fan. I
They
remember when my
just
grandmother lived.
used palm leaves, didn't they?
Yeah, well, yeah, like in Puerto Rico and those places. But I remember when my grandmother lived in Pennsylvania in Harrisburg in
Mm-hmm.
my aunt's apartment.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have AC, and she would have fans all over the place. But then in the wintertime, of course, you know, um,
Be cold.
yeah. All right, so we kind of semi tucked that in and brought it back out because we put it back here and then semi tucked it in underneath that one and then put that one on top.
They put ice in the winds. Also, some houses had windows on the inside walls to get air circulation.
I know back in the way back. Like the mud house, there was, I know in North Dakota, we went once to this one place. It was pretty cool. It was like a mud hut. There goes my tongue getting tight. A mud hut. Those are really, really cool. And it was very cool inside. Like cool, not
They
fresh.
put
They were
ice in the
fresh.
windows. Also,
Oh,
some houses had windows on the inside walls to get air circulation.
they put ice in the windows? Really? I don't know how they did it in Puerto Rico. I guess, but then we have the tropical breeze, so it's in Puerto Rico, believe it or not, it gets kind of cold
Comfortable.
yeah. But in the wintertime it gets, I mean not wintertime, in the evening time and in the winter it was cold. Um the
Did it
temperatures
ever
dropped to
snow?
70. Oh no, we don't get snow. No such thing as that in Puerto Rico. Okay. So now we are going to put this button, make believe button, and we're going to try this crafters glue if we can get it to pump out because supposedly this is really hard, sturdy. No kidding, it's hard. It is hard glue.
I thought you had that ribbon coming uh, under the pink little flap.
No, so what I did, I have it under the pink. It's under the pink, see? Under the pink. But then I semi-tucked it underneath the plaited one here, brought it back up over this way. So it's like maybe 3/4 of an inch semi tucked in, brought
Mm-hmm.
it back up, and then yeah. See,
I was thinking it went under that.
we're gonna put it under
The button.
the button like that.
Button, honey.
Button, honey.
The breeze over the ice would be cool.
Mm. I don't know. I just know that, like in Puerto Rico, it gets really, really, really cool. In the wintertime.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like where it's cold. I don't even like it. You can tell. You can ask Eric. I didn't even like it. I was cold.
How cold did it get in the winter down there? The
It would
coldest.
drop down to about 70.
That's not cold.
It is if you're not used to cold. If you're not used to cold, it is cold. We don't like cold, So because we don't like cold, yeah, it's cold. We're not used. It's like when you go to the desert. Eric said, Eric was in Desert Storm, Desert Shield, and it really really hot in the day, but at night the temperatures would drop.
Yeah, they say that it gets cold in the desert.
Yeah, it gets cold. And it would be cold, but it wasn't like it was cold because it went down to 60 and below. It was just it's so over 100 degrees during the day that at night, if it goes below 100 degrees, you're going to feel the temperature difference because your body's so
Right.
used to heat. Yeah. So that's how it is in Puerto Rico. It drops just a tad bit. People don't like it. All right, got that button here, and we have this closure.
I think 70 feels good here now.
I like 70-degree temperature. That's my favorite. 70 and 80. Oh, I love it.
Right.
But then again, if it's 100 degrees, I'm okay with it too. I really am. I don't mind it.
As long as
Like
I'm
today, I
inside the
walked
air
out.
conditioning, I'm all right.
I walked out because they have the AC down at like 72 here. I walked out today I had to go get a bag of ice for my sourdough. I had to bake some bread for some people that absolutely needed it here. I had to go get some bread, and I walked out there and it was so nice and toasty and it felt good on my bones. Okay, and also here's another thing I need to tell you guys. I will be doing some video tutorials or lives for the Spanish ladies that doesn't speak a lick of English. You guys are welcome to come, but just know that every now and then I have to do. Oh, that's cute. That came out cute.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
And it came out really cute. So that is part of the kit. It actually is one of a flap for one of these. Was a flap to go on one of these cards for those that has this kit, just so you know what you're asking yourself, which one is that? It's the flap to one. You can either put it on this one or this one. I'm just watching y'all. Nani's watching. You guys, hey guys, can you guys say happy birthday to Nani?
Happy birthday to you.
No, I don't. She can't hear you.
I'm good. I'm good.
Miss Penny's singing to you. A breeze over ice would be cool. Okay, we got that one. I still got to do the inside, and of course we haven't decided what we're going to do. I'm trying to stretch it, as you can tell, as much as I can possibly stretch some of this stuff, because we still have 12 more days. And if I do it all at once, then I'm limited. So it's like I'm stretching as far as I can possibly stretch this.
Everybody says happy birthday, Nani.
Nani, they're all saying happy birthday. My baby turned 22. I can't believe that. We can probably, nope. Or anything. We're going to leave that one for Flower Day. That one for Flower Day. I think I have something in mind for Flower Day. So for those of you guys that has the kit, I'm going to tell you right now. There's going to be a project that we're going to do with these flowers. So, especially the big ones, these big ones, repetitive ones. You'll need, if you have your die, any die that's square or circle, it could be circle as well. We're going to do that. So a die, flowers, we're going to do something with that. Okay. That's one of the projects. All right. Buttons, buttons, and buttons and more. I like this one. This one will look cute with a button. Just something simple. Something as simple as that. Where are we going to put that though, May? That's a good question. And we decided we weren't going to make this one really chunky. So we could put that one.
I can't believe how cute this collection is, and I ain't got to do nothing with it.
Why? You haven't had time?
Yeah, and still working on my album.
I know that album. I know what you mean about the album. All right, you're going to probably.
I can't believe I was stupid and glued my pockets down.
That's not stupid. Trust me.
When
I
add,
have done.
when you add your 2 to 3 and 3 to 2 and all that, and you're supposed to go around the edge, and I did, and I just slapped it on there.
All right, we're gonna add this one. It's also part of the kit, and we're gonna add this as a little pocket. So I'm just gonna do a U. I've done so many boo-boos, but again, I always say to myself, it's only paper, so I can't stress myself.
I said I'm not going to do it over though, because it's just that's a lot of hard work.
Yeah, that's just a matter of you know what? Yeah. If you're okay with it,
they'll never know that it was supposed to be in a
they'll
pocket.
never know that it was supposed to be. Exactly. They're not going to know that it was supposed to be a pocket. That's exactly what I was going to say. The only person that's going to know that is you. All right. That one's down. We can put one of these in here.
I left one of my panels blank for a picture. I didn't decorate it. Yeah.
I could put this here because we can put a little tuck spot there, and we can add this button there and a tag. It goes with a little bit. Let's do this one. It kind of matches the collection. Let's do fabric tag.
I was hoping I'd get it done by Friday so I could show everybody.
You know, I've gotten to the point where sometimes we can't force ourselves.
You don't make it, yeah.
Yeah. I keep telling myself, no, you're not stressing out over the little things that you can, it's just not worth stressing out. I take it a day at a time. I know I got to get your album done. I got to get all kinds of stuff done. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to take it one day at a time because I'm only human and I can only do.
I told you I wanted you to do it on your terms. Yeah. Not feel like it was forced. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so I say to myself, I'm doing this today and I'm doing that today, and I choose keep moving. I know right now the collection that I'm working on is I think that's what it's hurting me. I don't think I slept wrong. I think it's because the screen is all the way over there. My keyboard's here, and I'm having to look in screen. So when I lean in, my neck is I think that's what it is because it's angled. My monitor is angled. And so I think from doing that, I think that's what kind of has my neck kinked up. All right, we're going to put that. I think we're going to put a little sentiment here. And
you need a massage.
I do. Mama said yes. Oh, that's cute. That was one of your words you wanted to put, remember?
Mama said yeah.
Mama said yes. We're going to put a brad too. So let's get some brads.
Mama, that's a yes. When she should be saying no.
I know. I'm always saying to Emma yes, and I shouldn't. I shouldn't either. I should be better than that. I should be telling her, no,
He
you
was
can't.
so much fun today. I mean, Lord, it's worn me out. But I tell you what, he was a lot of fun. Oh, that table that he climbed up on, he was coming
Uh-huh.
around it, and he hit his
Uh-huh.
head.
Oh,
It cried. Oh, it left a little bruise and dent in its little head.
oh.
He gets hurt more than anybody I know, bless his heart. He's all
He's a
boy.
he's all boy. That's what it is. He's all boy. We might go with that there. Mamaw said yes. See that? I think we're going to go with that one. Mamaw said yes right there. We do need to add a barrette. So we're just going to go with that with Mamaw. And we could probably trim this little piece here. Because I can't even read it because it's so tiny.
You know how you've got your branding strip on the bottom of those papers?
Mm-hmm.
I had to come down. I didn't get it. I didn't use the wording, but I used the green. I had to use some of the green to make
There's nothing wrong with that. You know how many times I use those strips? Those strips are done. Look, I used a strip down here. Miss 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 Carrie used a strip too. Did you see how she used a strip? She used Mother Dearest. I've used the strips not just on mine, but in many of those collections that I bought in the past from other companies. I used the strips. I collect them. I don't toss them. In fact,
right.
Look, here's why. I'll
I
show
didn't
you
have them.
proof.
It wasn't tall
Look,
enough if I hadn't used it.
I save them because you can use them. Like by the sea, I can use that word.
Oh
So
yeah,
I always save these.
down by
I
the
never throw them away.
sea, where the
See,
watermelons grow.
where the
Back
watermelons
to my
water
home, I dare not
back to.
go. For if I
Mm-hmm.
do, my mother would say, did you ever see a goose kissing a moose down by the
That's about the time that we would have. Okay, so this has got a little tuck spot underneath here. We can stick something there. We chose to. We got a message. We got buttons. We need a Brad. So now we're going to look at something with Brad.
Hey, Joyce, are you still here?
I'm thinking, ooh, that would look cute there. Woohoo. By the sea. But I think I'm going to go probably with something like that there. Now, Brad's. Let's see what we have for Brad's.
She said, happy birthday, Nani. She should still be here.
Yeah.
I was going
I know she's
to
been
tell
working on
her
her.
about, she said that she lived in Memphis close to where them little kids was found, right? I was going to tell her
Yeah.
I've been down on Beale Street, and I've been to Elvis Presley's mansion.
Ooh. Did you really?
Yeah, and I went in up on his airplane.
Was it expensive to go to his mansion?
I didn't go
Was it
through the
expensive
I didn't go through the
to go on
mansion.
his?
It was closed when I went.
Oh.
But they did have the
Oh.
airplane and the bus open, so I got to go on those.
The
Yes, it's
mom is
expensive.
very.
It is expensive to go through. I think that's why we didn't go.
The mom,
Yeah, she lived
Priscilla
in Memphis
Presley.
18 years.
Yeah, but that woman got remarried, had kids with her new husband. He paid for her family's stuff. Um, and she still milks that man even to his death.
Mm-hmm.
She controlled that estate, that whole entire estate.
He wanted her to.
Not really. I think she overdid it because he was dating someone else and she was married. I just think that because she was the only one that had his child,
I know, but
I think she's money
he
hungry. I mean, he loved her.
right,
He
right.
loved her a lot, but I just think that, even with the daughter,
She said she'd
the
been to
daughter wasn't able
Graceland many times. Did you think it was expensive?
let's see,
Because
maybe
I
we
can't
can do,
remember.
let's punch a hole down by the sea.
She says no. Uh, I tell you what is expensive. That's Dollywood.
Is it really? Nani loves
I know.
Dolly Parton.
It's better to buy a
And
season pass than to buy a one
is
day
it really?
ticket. Yeah.
Nani's been wanting to go to Dollywood. That's one of her. She calls.
I love it. Mom loved Dollywood. She said she could live in our fed letter and want to go
Really?
up on top of one of them shops.
Nani keeps saying that's her Meemaw. Dolly Parton is her Meemaw. Her grandma.
Mm-hmm. You can see a lot of stars in there. We ran into Aaron Tippin. No, he
Oh,
was
I'm
so
sure.
kind and nice. And then
Oh,
later on, we went to his concert that he had up in Greenville, and he said he remembered us.
really?
Yeah, because he
It
remembered
must have
signing. We didn't have a piece of paper, and the only piece of paper we had was Pappy's cigarette pack. And he signed Pappy's
been
cigarette
probably
pack.
that was probably why, because I'm sure he probably was wondering who were those people that gave me that to sign a cigarette pack.
Yeah.
That's probably why. That would have been a reason why you would memorize or
Yeah, I
remember
know,
somebody you
Joyce.
memorized.
They was two guys in the car, and one said the gun went off and it shot the other one and killed him.
What?
They
What
were
happened?
from Illinois at
What
Dixie
happened?
Stampede. There was a shooting at Dixie Stampede parking lot, and
When was that?
just two nights ago, I think.
Really? I'm sure that
Now
probably.
I've been to that. Oh, that's really fun. It's her dinner theater. Oh my God, that was so. I loved it. I loved the food too. You know how I'm picky about food.
Is your grandson picky about food?
Which one?
Well, Cooper, because he's the one that is older now.
No, he's got a good palate too.
Does he?
Mm-hmm. Casey will eat anything.
All right, we're trying to make a little moving part. We can go here. Right there. Down by the sea, down by the... Or, wait, we'll just make... I just gotta figure out where we gonna put this. Do 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 do
You
do.
ever see a llama wearing pajamas down by the bay?
Down by the bay.
Where the watermelons grow. Back to my home I dare not go. For if I do, my mother would say, did you ever see a goose kissing a moose down by the bay?
You should sing that when Kathy's here. That's what you need to sing when Kathy's here. That would throw her off. Don't you think? She needs to hear that one.
Oh, Lord. You have me singing that all night now.
That's a Kathy song.
You ever see a fish doing the dishes down by the bay?
No, I'm gonna go down here. But I didn't do that. I asked you if you guys heard any updates on the little kids that were found.
Joyce was the one that was reading about it. Joyce, have you heard anything about the kid? Anything else about the kids?
The missing kids, the bodies of the kids that they discovered.
We were just talking about Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
She says no.
No, nothing.
Probably wait on the DNA.
Mm-hmm. Waiting on something to come back. All right, I'm trying to figure out a placement for this, guys. Where is my others? Other mothers. Mothers. Other mothers.
It will take a while to get results.
Okay, we're going to put it down here. I wonder if it's kids from out of state bodies.
Oh man, it would just break my heart if one of them was Summer Wells. Oh, it would just break my heart.
Who's okay? Refresh my memory because I got a really bad memory. Who's Summer Wells? Oh, Summer Wells.
She was the little 4-year-old girl, the little blonde-headed one that lived in Hawkins County, right down in where I used to live. I used to live in Hawkins County, in Churchill, and her mom said that she was helping her mom plant flowers out in the front yard. And she sent the little girl over back home to play with her brothers. And her brother says that she went downstairs and was playing downstairs in her room. And when her mom came in, they said she's missing. So,
how old is the brother?
I don't know how old they are now. They've all been adopted out except for one.
Oh, how long ago was that?
It's been about 5 years ago. 4 years, 4 or 5.
But you don't know how old the brother was at the time of her disappearance?
They were like 9 and 12, maybe.
The brothers were, and she was how old? 4?
Yeah.
Sounds suspicious to me.
7, 9, and 12. And I think
What do you think?
they sold her for drugs.
Were they drug addicts?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
they sold that youngin. I just feel like they sold that youngin. She was so
that's a
pretty.
possibility.
I
It
heard
reminds me
it's
of
the
that little
3
girl,
boys,
Tanner. Oh, she
and
was
that
such
the
a
dad is
beautiful little
innocent.
girl.
They had a court
The,
today about that.
about what? Tanner?
Hmm. I didn't get to watch it though.
Such a disgusting pervert. Oh, I can't wrap my fingers around why. Why would you look at a child that way?
I
Where I
think
mean,
someone actually kidnapped her from the house. That's what I either that or they sold her.
damn it.
Because I just don't see anybody coming up. They would have seen. They were there in the front yard planting flowers. They would have seen if somebody come up the
Yeah,
hill.
if someone came up and took her, they would have been able to see. Okay, I needed to
Dogs
poke a
would have
hole.
barked. I mean,
Yeah, oftentimes it's someone. They say that oftentimes it's someone from the family.
not necessarily. I can't watch the defense side of the trial. Oh, is that what's getting ready to happen? Did the prosecution rest today?
You don't think it's the family that oftentimes does it?
Oh yes,
Yeah, I think
the
sometimes it's the
one
family.
that's supposed to protect you the most is
Mm-hmm.
taking your life. It's just sick.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just sick.
I just read a case. Let me read this case, this case that I just saw. A couple. Well, yeah, they were a couple. She was dating the guy. He had an 11-month-old baby. And I
Oh,
don't know why they were the caregiver, why she was the caregiver of this 11-month-old baby, where the birth mom is, but apparently she raped this 11-month-old baby.
oh no.
Yeah, exactly. And so her raping this 11-month-old baby, he also, as the father as well, participated in the rape of his own child.
Oh no.
He, he's, yes. So this child, so I guess they had to call the ambulance because she was non-responsive. When they did take her to the hospital, they noticed that she had a lot of bruises, and when EMS came, they saw some bruising, um, and so they did some more investigation in the
X-rays.
hospital. Baby had some broken bones that had been healing. A baby, 11. I can't even
Bless
wrap
his
my head
heart.
around.
Oh,
And
don't you
so
just
they did more
pray for
tests
sick
on.
people?
Yep, and they determined that the baby had been raped, and it was between the stepmother and the biological father. How disgusting! 11 month old, 11 months.
Back
They
to
broke
that
like her
Tanner
little
trial, Joyce
collarbone.
said the defense has been on for a week.
It's
I don't
disgusting. All
know
right,
how
so
he'd even have a defense. Do you?
we put this one here with the bread behind here, so we can tuck something later on there, move it around, whatever. So there's that.
Do you think he
But
has
yeah,
a defense?
you're supposed to be who?
Tanner.
The father?
Tanner.
Oh no, no. The evidence is there. I mean, he has no. I mean, he needs to just say, "I'm guilty. I did it," because the proof is in the pudding. Camera does not
Well,
lie.
what did they do? What did they do to them, that couple?
To
Did they just
oh,
arrest?
so
It's just now starting.
No, he was sentenced to life in prison, and she was sentenced to I don't know how many years in prison. I think she got 50 years and he got life.
And it was her that started it, you think?
I think she probably started it and he just went with it. I don't know. I just can't imagine hurting 11. I mean, what the heck? Like
What
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 are you
what
what are you thinking? What's going through your head that you
how does a
need
woman rape a child anyway? I mean, that's
it's probably
objects,
sticking
yeah.
objects. Yeah, objects. And probably because she allowed him the baby was under her care, I guess. Um allowing him and she probably allowed him to do his deed, so they found traces of rape in the baby.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I mean, she's gonna have a lot of health issues
I was gonna
going
say
forward.
there was a man here in my town that raped a little girl, and they said that it tore her insides out and had to do surgery on her. And
Oh,
oh, they said it was horrible
uh,
what the
that's where
damage
you.
that
That's
did
where
to that little
in
girl.
prison. In prison, they need to do the same thing to him. They need to do the same thing to him. All right, so we
Anyway,
got
I
this one.
had a lady that went to my church, and she was a nurse at the hospital, and she said that she was up there holding her one night, and she was
Uh
rocking her and
huh.
singing "Jesus loves me." And that little girl looked up
Oh,
at her and she said, "Jesus don't love me. Jesus hurt me."
oh, how sad. That is so heartbreaking. That is such a heartbreaking thing because you're supposed to defend and protect these kids. You're not supposed to allow
They said
anyone
it
to
tore
hurt them,
her
and especially when
insides
they're
out.
your own.
Just think, oh, that
Your
little
job
girl
is
will
to
never be
protect
able to
and
have
defend.
kids or anything, you know?
Her whole life is ruined, and she will never like this 11-month-old. I'm sure she'll probably never be able to. Well, she's got a lot of brain injuries because they hit her a lot, blunt force to her head.
Oh,
Yeah, a lot
man.
of broken head. Yeah, a lot of broken bones that were
Oh, it breaks
healing in the
my
process of
heart.
healing. Yeah, her shoulder bone, and
Oh,
then
my
of
God.
course, you know
The
what
sexual.
they did to, yeah, the sexual stuff that they did to her. So, eh, I don't know.
How horrible.
Mm, yeah. All right, we got these. We got buttons. We got sentiments. So we put Mama said yes. We put buttons there. We could put a little tiny
Those
little.
letters are too tiny on these faces that Sherry's putting out, and I don't know what it says, but I think it means she's furious.
Yeah, she's furious. Yes, it's a furious face. These sick perverts. That's what they are. Sick perverts.
Oh, it just breaks my heart.
So let me tell you a story that my mom told me years ago that happened in uh, Puerto Rico. Someone they knew in the neighborhood. Someone she knew. I don't recall if I ever knew them. Oh, cute little button. I like those little tiny. But I love buttons. Every time I see them, I
Uh-huh.
buy them. Anyway, so someone she knew had a baby, and every night when the baby was born, when you're tired, you're exhausted. Um, your significant other most likely will say, "Oh, don't worry about it. Sleep in. I'll go take care of the baby."
Right.
Well, when the baby first came home, of course, her being exhausted, um, the dad would say, "Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. You keep sleeping. I'll help." And she thought, "Oh, how sweet."
Right.
And so,
Well, that's normal.
right, that was very normal. Um,
You don't think
And
it's some
so,
monster, you know what I mean?
oh, and especially not from the father, like,
Right,
no.
right.
Anyway, she was one night she gets up and she noticed that the baby had not wanted to feed. And she's like, why isn't the baby not wanting to feed? And so she was curious as to why the baby's not wanting to feed. Normally the baby, she would have to get the baby ready for feeding. And she walked in and guess what he was doing?
Raping it.
He had something in her mouth that shouldn't be there.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah. So,
That is sick.
she walked in on the father, giving the baby
Sodomizing.
something. Yeah. Giving the baby something the baby shouldn't have been having. So that's why the
God.
baby wasn't wanting to eat, because the belly was.
Full of semen.
Mm-hmm.
That is disgusting. He needed
Yeah.
oh God, I hope she took a broomstick and crammed it up his ass.
Oh, she had him immediately arrested, Mom said. Yeah. All right, we got a heart button there too. She had him immediately arrested. This one is not really going to go there. I just kind of
I would
put
have beat
there.
the shit out of him first.
Like Lorena Bobbitt. I would have been Lorena Bobbitt.
I would have. You'd have to pull me off of him.
Of course, my mom told me the story years ago, so I'm sure there's more to the story than what I remember. I just remember that she says that she walked in and saw him, and that's why it clicked on her as to why the baby wasn't wanting to feed, and why it was fussy. It was that it was getting the wrong thing. So yeah.
And he'd been doing that all along, I bet. That
Uh-huh.
probably wasn't the first time.
Mm-hmm. First time, yep. No, it wasn't. Yep. And he figured, well,
Jesus,
that made
please.
sense why suddenly he wanted to, don't worry about it. I'll get up with the baby. And she couldn't understand at first, at first she was like, oh, okay, thank you, because she was tired. But then when she realized, okay, I need to feed this baby and it's not wanting to eat, and every time she was going to go and do that, he would say, no, I got it. And yeah.
That sick bastard.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Could not agree more. Could not agree more. All right, so we got at least this part of the page down. I'm not putting all of the pages on this because I've noticed, I might not, I don't know. I took some of the things off, but it's so chunky at this point. And I'm really not need all that. I could probably put something like here. Blooming with love. Or best mom ever. What do I want there? What do I want?
You all are quiet tonight.
Yeah.
Do you
You're
know
too
that
quiet when you're.
they say that that's what makes YouTube push your YouTubes out is how fast your chat goes?
Yeah. Yeah, we need to get this growing, guys. We needs to get to growing. Or is it that we're boring? Are we boring, you guys? Is that what it is? We're boring. I kind of like that.
We don't mean to be.
We don't need no water. Let the sorry that just
Hush,
came
you're gonna
to
get
mind.
a strike against you.
Hey, I was singing it. It wasn't the music. Which I think, and I'm seriously thinking that maybe we need to have a different channel just for our P and M, so we're not,
Right.
you know. I'm not sure what I'm going to leave this one open. I'm not sure what I want to put there. I don't want to put something
Well,
that
maybe
I'm.
I can get one under my name, and that way you don't
Yeah,
have to use so many hours on yours. And
yeah, we could do on yours, and we'll go to you. Would you guys like to see Penny open up a channel? I think that would be cool, Penny. If you can open up a channel. We could probably put that one there. And then maybe stamp a message there.
Sherry said, "Oh, Joyce says I'm just watching." Sherry says, "Not you guys, just a long day, rainy day for her too."
Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to leave this pocket. I still haven't decided. I know there's more to the collection that I can cut, and I haven't cut everything out because obviously there's a lot in this collection. So I'm not going to stick to just that. So I think that's good for today. I think it came out really cute. We got button here, buttons in the cards. We got one sentiment put in because we were supposed to put a sentiment yesterday, and we didn't do sentiments, but
I
we're
like
supposed
the
to do
one where you
video.
did. I like that button where you put the ribbon on.
Oh yeah, this one. And then we use one of the flaps from the collection, and we glued it in the back, and we made a little flap, an opening flap. Cute. Now, if you had two flaps, you could print two of these, put the other one here, and then you'll have that other one here, and then you can just tie it. I think that would be cute too. I'm too lazy to go do that, but you guys have the opportunity. And as far as Brad, we put a Brad here, and Brad's optional.
No, I like just the one.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, let's think about that, Miss Penny. You creating a channel, and then we'll go over to your place and hang out, and that way we can just keep this one just strictly crafts.
Okay.
And then we have a murder after chat. It could be just chat. We don't even have to craft. We can be just chat and, you know, enjoy each other.
Would you guys come if I did that?
Yeah, would you guys come if Miss Penny opened up a channel? Keep in mind we got to keep it reasonably, because I'm not going to pay any more 40s. I'm not going to pay those 46 anymore because of that stupid glitch.
George said sure.
Oops. I think that'd be fun, Miss Penny. That way we can just, you know, it's fairly
And then
new.
one of you guys can come up every so often. We pick out somebody out of the audience to come up, and we'll have an open panel because you can have up to 10 people.
No, you can't. Not if you don't pay. You have to pay to have a lot of people. Well, if it's the 20 hours, yes, you probably could. Yeah, I think you have up until I think you have up to 5 with the free one. I'm not sure. The free is different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I like that. All right, so we got 2 pockets down, buttons down, and yes.
Sherry said if I'm still awake. Not tonight. Not tonight.
Not tonight. Not tonight. It's going to be something that we're going to look on from probably
They'll
this
have to help
Friday
me
forward.
fix it.
Yeah, I'm going to help her get her banner and help her get her probably next week more because like tonight I'm going to get off here and I got to work on my digitals to finish releasing that. And
I done took my night medicine.
And Miss Penny, yeah. But maybe for next week we can start over there, and then that way
You don't use all your hours.
I don't use all my hours, and not only that, I don't have to pay
You
those
can go back
$47.
to your free then.
Yeah, I could do my free, so I'm not paying the $40-some a month, and she could do her free, and then we're kind of offsetting it, whereas we're not spending money on something.
On our get-togethers.
I think that's ridiculous that they charge so much money.
And you know, we got Mike too.
Oh yeah, we can also go to Mike's. I think we need to do that. We need to crash Mike one of these days. We need to crash over, party over at Mike's.
Party over at Mike's.
Party over at
He
Mike's.
still owes us a story.
Oh, that's right. I felt so bad. I felt bad that I didn't get to finish it with him the other night, because I want to know how he got. Why they forced him into the Marines if that happened when he was just 10 years old. You know?
Thank you, ladies. Love how yours is turning out.
Thank
Sherry.
you.
Sherry. That's from Sherry.
Thank you. It's coming out really cute. It'll be cute. You know what? I think the style can be for anything. It could be whether you're, doing something fancy and pretty, or if you're doing, even vintage. I think that vintage collection that I'm doing would look really cute too. Of course, we'll change it, but I think it'd be cute. I can't wait till you guys see the new collection because it's really, really cute. It's coming along really, really cute. Anyway, I'm going to get off of here.
Creating it.
I know. That's what I was telling Eric is like, yes, it's stressful because I have a time crunch and I got things to do here. I'm here, there,
Deadline.
whether I'm all over. But I enjoy, like, whenever I sit down and I do something and I see it, I'm like, oh man, that is so cool. I like that. And I get excited.
I'm like, cut anymore?
I have not, because I haven't had time.
Okay, I didn't know you got a bunch of stuff cut there.
Oh, no, these I cut with the scan cut. These I did cut with the scan cut. But with the new collection, I might be able to, cut the junk journal out with it.
Wow.
So
good
anyway,
night.
whenever I come up with something new, I get excited. Yes,
Joyce
guys.
said I might post mine tomorrow, but it will not be finished.
That's okay. That's okay. We're gonna pick one lucky person to win $25. So even if you only have a couple pages put in, you're entering in. So you get
you at least tried, yeah.
Yeah, it's effort that counts. It's the effort that counts.
We all work on a different level, and we can't all be, robots and make it all the same.
No, and you know what? I'm just, again, this is me trying to tweak my brain to work again, because it's almost like I got to trick my brain to get back into creative mode. But this has been helping me to kind of like, oh yeah, I remember.
You still got to come up with a challenge for next month.
I know. I'm not sure. It's not going to be 30 days. I think it's going to be less. That's for sure. It's going to be less, but
every maybe every week or something.
Yeah, something quick and easy, not long and lengthy.
Right.
Just to get people engaged into working and to making something, and it helps my brain. It really does. So you just don't know how much it helps my brain.
Well, since it's going to be a vintage journal, like we can create something each week, like a pocket, a loaded pocket.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Tag or something like that.
Yeah. Those are awesome ideas.
Because those are quick, you know what I mean? And
I haven't
do
done a
it within the week.
loaded envelope in such a long time. But it is going to be. It's been a while since I've done something vintagey like that, and
Uh-huh.
I'm kind of excited for this collection. It's coming out really cool.
All right.
All
Thanks,
right, guys. I'm gonna get off because
everyone.
I really do need to work on that, and I've been crashing late. I
Love
went to
you
bed like
all.
at 3 in the morning yesterday, and it's gonna be
Bless your
another long
heart.
night.
Bless your heart.
All
I've
right,
been awake
guys.
all night, too.
Really?
Yeah. Sure have been.
You probably could have called me, and I would have been here.
I didn't take my night
Good
medicine
night,
last night.
guys.
It got too late.
Why didn't you?
It got too late on me, and I didn't take my night medicine.
Oh.
So I just laid here awake all night.
Oh. I need to start taking my saffron. I keep forgetting that that's what helped me sleep, but then I can't sleep right now because I got this
Stuff to
pending work.
do.
I
right.
can't.
All right.
I told Eric, I said,
See
it's
y'all
going to be another late
tomorrow.
night for me. See you guys tomorrow. It's probably going to be the same time because
All
I'm
right.
working on this digital. Good
All right.
night.
Good night. Bye.
Bye.